Aries, welcome to my channel Being You Now. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Today I am doing your daily reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if you have Aries placements, this reading is for you. If this reading doesn't resonate, head over to the videos tab. There might be another reading which is more suitable for your individual circumstance. Look at that, the Fool. Today I'm doing your Celtic Cross. Let's do a Celtic Cross and see what's coming up for you in the month of May. I always like to do a Celtic Cross in addition to your monthly reads, and we did have the Fool show up in your monthly, so there you have it. Ooh, look at all these cards. These many cards want to pop out, which is way more than what I need. So let's see. How are you all feeling? How is my Aries collective feeling? How are you feeling now that we are in May? What's the vibe? April was pretty intense with all the eclipses we had, Mercury retrograde, planetary changes, Chiron. There was a lot going on in April. So let's see, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to mosey all of these here so we can get everything on camera. So you can see. Always want to do the most for my Aries collective. Just need one more card. There we go. Okay, so let's see. What have we got here? So in your overall energy, 10 of Cups. Love it. Your overall energy is that of happiness, of joy. A lot of you might be spending a lot of family time. This reading is good for 2 weeks is what I'm getting from Spirit. So the next 2 weeks as we start off May, a lot of family time. I don't know where you are, but in Australia we also have Mother's Day. So maybe you're spending time, go and see your mother if you don't live together, if you live far away. Or some of you might still be having the aftermath of your birthday. You might still be catching up with family and friends because of distance, travel, work, other commitments. But 10 of Cups opening energy for you for the next couple of weeks. Can't get better than that. This is happiness, joy, family, deep emotional fulfillment. If you're far away from your family and you're like, this is a collective read, by the way, not a one-to-one read. If you desire one-to-one read, the information is in the description box. It's the first link. If you have specific questions that you want a reading for, you are definitely in the month of where your challenge is. In the challenge position, we have the 6 of Cups. So with these two cards, one thing I will say is that Aries, in the month of May, there may be some people from the past, particularly this being in your challenge position, that may resurface in the month of May. Although we're not in Mercury retrograde, doesn't mean that life doesn't happen. Life continues, right? So to me, this is saying that you may come across people that may be pushing your buttons in the wrong way in the challenge position, or remind you of situations or circumstances that were painful. So just be mindful of that in your interactions, because only you and the way you view things can upset the equilibrium, particularly with the 10 of Cups. To me, I see that you have the upper hand of how you want to control this in the next couple of weeks, in terms of, say for example, an ex contacts you about something, or a friend that you haven't been in communication with. You have the upper hand on whether or not you want to stay in touch, whether or not you want to continue that relationship, or what that relationship looks like for you now, particularly if there's time that has lapsed or passed. So consciously, what's happening for you is, feeling stuck. I did, in one of my other meditations or readings, can't remember which one it was, I did see the 2 of Swords come up. So consciously, a lot of you might be feeling stuck about certain things. What is interesting is that your overall energy still is of 10 of Cups. So I feel like, although to me, in the way in your crowning position that this 2 of Swords is showing up, it's almost like there's certain things that you can't see, and because they haven't shown themselves or revealed themselves to you, you may feel like, that area or that particular thing is not moving in your life. I don't see it as a negative per se. I just feel that this is just something you want all areas of your life to be honky-dory, which is fair enough. You want, happiness, joy in career, money, love, relationships, family, health, well-being, spirituality, all these different areas. You want to have that balance. You want to feel deeply fulfilled. But there may be areas that you can't, maybe they're not at the level, and that's just life. I don't see this as a overly negative card where it is, because of your crowning energy, overall energy of the 10 of Cups. So I don't really mind it, but just be mindful that you don't keep going. The only challenge with this is that when you go down the rabbit hole, when you start giving it so much energy and time, that procrastination becomes your full-time job. So just be careful of that, okay? The Wheel of Fortune. I mean, 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, to me, this is amazing. These two cards right here, what an epic couple of weeks. I feel a lot of you, this is to do with your money, career, and finances. So a lot of you are at an unconscious level wanting to change your money reality, change your money story. If you want to work deeply with me, I have a 4-week program called Money Mind Reset. It's a total game changer. If you really want to change the way you view money, have the relationship you have with money, how you feel the energy of money, and really invite that abundance, flow, and unlock that prosperity for you, Money Mind Reset is a game changer. It's only via email. If that's not something that you want to commit to, I offer one-off money sessions, #money, and I can send you the info, where you hop on a call with me and we go through things with you. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune here, a lot of you are wanting to change your money reality. That's just the way it is. And for some of you, I feel like 50% of you, this could be to do with relationships, particularly with these two cards. So with these 3 cards right here, I feel like what this is saying to me is that some of you, this could be karmic cycles that you want to close out. And when you do close them out, that's what's leading you to your happiness, joy, and deep connections. I feel like some of you, these karmic connections could also have been stopping you from finding your soulmate or a romantic lover. Look, number 10 years, 6 years could be significant for somebody here. Just saying, take what resonates. But yeah, closing out cycles and focusing on your stability, your finances, your fortune is what I'm picking up here, if I look at it this way. And a lot of you might be feeling stuck. That these two, you might be thinking, how do I unlock that abundance? How do I unlock, where's the key? Where's the key to this padlock to bring that divine flow? How do I become that money magnet, Okay, so in your recent past, yep, I definitely feel like walking away from people, places, situations right here. I don't mind that at all. And that's probably why it's quite apt that the 6 of Cups is showing up as in your challenge position. It wasn't easy. It's never easy, particularly when, if you've built life with these people, if you've invested number of years, if these are deep connections, friendships, romance, if you moved in, you were engaged, you were married, it makes it hard. And that's why this is a challenge. It's a challenge, to walk away from people that mean so much, that you've invested so much emotionally, mentally, physically, financially with, right? Okay, so in the future, it's really interesting. Literally, these 2 cards were shown in one of my other meditations. I can't remember which reading it was. You can go and watch it on the channel. I'm sure it'll pop up. But 9 of Swords, be careful of this, because if this is essentially your biggest challenge for the next couple of weeks. The more you keep thinking about, if you've walked away from people and if you keep reminiscing about people, places, situations that you've walked away from, that's what's going to result in stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. So your advice here is that, it's about ownership. I really feel like it's about ownership, but it's really owning what is it that's giving you the happiness and joy, and what that means to you. Happiness and joy means different things to different people. Some people it's money, some people it's relationships, some people it's having a fulfilling career. For some people, it's pursuing your passion, your purpose. For some people, it's living a peaceful life, even though it might be simple. It's different for different people. And that's where I think it's about having that honest, open conversation with yourself. If I look at it right here, that if you've made certain decisions, it's about taking that ownership and accountability, because the more you keep staying in that cycle, the more it's going to impact your health. I just feel like saying health. This is not a health reading. I do need to say that. Speak to an expert, but that's what the cards are showing. But just be mindful of that, because, rest is very important. Having a good night's rest is important for us to function, to go to work, to be alert, to be aware of what's happening around us, isn't it? So mental energy, that's what I'm seeing here for you. Okay. So let's see what else is happening. Yeah. A lot of you, again, with these two cards, I feel like a lot of you might be saving money. You're watching your finances. You might be also doing a budget. So your focus is very much on your pentacles. That's what I feel for a big portion of you. Again, I've been getting the percentage, 50% is what is being shown to me. So 50% of you are really focusing on your savings. You're really focusing on your finances. Some of you might also be thinking of doing budgets to see where you're at when it comes to your money, where your money is at, how your money is coming and going. And that's not a bad thing. That's just, but the other flip side of it is that I also pick up that there's a percentage of you that are really holding tightly onto your money. It's almost like, I'm not going to part with my money. Now, be careful of that, because that can also result in this. Because when you start to get into, that becomes toxic. Anything that you hold too tightly to becomes a toxic behavior. So there is this fine line and balance about, saving versus spending versus hoarding. Are you really saving or are you hoarding? Because when you hoard, money doesn't like to be held on too tightly. So I feel like, particularly with the Wheel of Fortune, if you're really wanting to increase your abundance, if you think that holding on to it tightly is going to bring it, that's probably not going to, that's not what this is showing. Okay. Others see that you're going through some major changes, major shifts and changes. This is like, people see that Aries is all over the shop. And rightly so. This could be people that you're very close to, and particularly if you've walked away from them, right? So they might be thinking, what is Aries up to? Aries is going through all these changes. Could be walking away from a job, walking away from a relationship, walking away from friendships, whatever your story is. This is a collective read, as I said. By the way, I'm also doing tarot readings via phone. So if you desire to book a phone call reading with me, just hashtag tarot and I will send you the link for that. Same thing with money coaching. If you desire one-off money coaching, just hashtag money and I will send you the info. The Tower showing up, this is, to me, they think that Aries is going through major change. There's a lot happening in Aries' life. They don't know what's going on. That's how others are viewing you at the moment. I mean, with these cards here, it's understandable, right? But to me, although this is the challenge, to me, it's almost like this is what's going on with Aries. Those changes had to happen to bring you to happiness and new cycles, new beginnings. That's how I see these three cards for you. Because your crowning main energy is the Ten of Cups. So, okay. So your hopes and fears. I love that this Star card has come up in the hopes and fears, because this is your wish fulfillment. Your hopes and fears, you're wondering whether you'll get your wish fulfillment, whether you'll get the happiness, joy, and emotional fulfillment in life. That's what you want. That's what this is saying. You almost like, I may have gone through a Tower moment, which I'm sure a lot of the Aries collective have, but ultimately it's for my wish fulfillment. It's actually the Tower came first, so we're going to do that. That's what it is. It's like, yeah, I went through a Tower moment, but I needed to go through that purification for my healing, for my growth, for my learning. to get to the happiness that I desire. And that's where I am. So yes, I had to walk away from people, places, situations. But it's actually been a healing process for me and what I desire. The other thing that I like about this is also closing out cycles that no longer serve you, bringing you closer and closer to your wish fulfillment. I mean, what a lot of people don't understand is sometimes when you have certain friendships, you know, and people in your life, that can also stop you from getting your dream job. That can also stop you from being abundant, bringing prosperity. Certain people, it's an energy thing that people don't really understand. So maybe your wish fulfillment is to be abundant, to be financially secure, to have a legacy. But in the people that you surrounded or situations that you were in were just stopping you from achieving those goals for you, you know. So what's in your outcome? That'd be interesting. Let's see. 9 of Wands. This has been showing up a lot. So in your outcome position, the 9 of Wands is basically saying that Aries, keep going. Stay committed to your goals, dreams, desires. Don't give up. Don't give up on what you know is true for you. Don't give up on what you believe you want to achieve and where you're heading. Your 10 of Cups, basically. So don't give up. Essentially, the journey may be hard, but that's where you're going to get your wish fulfillment. The wish fulfillment is in the completion. Basically, that's what Spirit is saying. Your wish fulfillment is in your completion. And you're one wand away from completion. So 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups. So that's where you want to get to the 10 of Wands. That's what this is saying. So this is about your dreams, wishes, goals, desires coming to fruition and coming into life. So I was guided to just look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you have options in life. Sometimes we only know what we know. And we might think that, oh, will I meet, from a relationship perspective, will I meet somebody else? Will I meet the love of my life? You know, people often, you might think that. Yes, there are options. There are 8 billion people on the planet. You know, so, and that's, I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying that that's what you're desiring, you know, but that's what this reading is saying. Whether it's love, it's money, it's career for you, that's available. Your happiness is available to you. Yeah, there are things that you will have to navigate, but that's life. And sometimes to get to our wish fulfillment, to get our hopes, dreams, desires come into life, we do need to make the tough decisions. We do need to make, you know, we may have to go through certain life circumstances so that we get closer and closer to our goals, dreams, and desires. Okay, I'm going to pull some Divine Abundance cards. By the way, did you know that I'm offering love readings? So you have option of, if you want a reading on ex, past lover, current relationship, or if you are single and looking for new love. Just hashtag love and I can send you the info, or you can check out the description box. It's a game-changing reading that I do on love. I really enjoy doing the love reads. And it's a different format. So lots going on the channel. And if you want to chit chat with me over the phone, get a tarot read, just hashtag tarot. Let's connect. Let's connect. Let's chat, folks. Outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed and I'm open to receive. Yes, I am open to receive. I mean, this is just confirmation, isn't it, of the Tower. Sacrifice. This is Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. Amen. This is triple confirmation in your read. Right action. I love this. This is all about being the King of Wands, Aries, that you are. Aparigara literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and let everything that wants to come, come. I have not had these many. This is like the 5th confirmation of your read. This is crazy, crazy. Expansiveness. Amen. Look at that. So beautiful. Expansiveness and transformation is what I'm seeing here with all the butterflies. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. I'm going to read this again. It's a very powerful message. Eternity is far more creative than rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. So it's about getting out of your ego and into your heart, Aries. Aries, what a powerhouse reading. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing this for you. Do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way it lets me know you want me to continue doing these daily readings. It's very important for me to know that these readings are making a difference to you, and that's the only way I can bring more content and continue to improve the channel, my beautiful Aries. And remember the power that is you by being you now, and I will see you next time.